So I just saw Suicide Squad, directed by David Ayer, starring Will Smith, Margot Robbie, Jared Leto, and Viola Davis, where a group of supervillains are sent out on a mission to save the world. Now, first off, I just want to say I was kind of skeptical going into this movie. I read some of the reviews online before I went to see it, but I tried to go in with an open mind. I tried not to let other people's opinion affect mine, and I was actually pleasantly surprised by this movie. Now, this movie is really fun, but it also gets very messy. And what I mean by that is there is a section of about 25 minutes toward the end of the movie where it kind of lost me. The last 10 minutes of the movie were very good, but there was a section somewhere in there that it just seemed very messy and very choppy. This movie is not perfect by any means, but it is still very fun. There are so many characters in this movie, and there's just so little time to flush out all of the characters. A lot of them don't have their time to shine. Mainly Killer Croc. I thought this character was great, but he's kind of in the background for a lot of the movie. Now, this doesn't mean that I didn't care about a lot of the characters. You do care about these characters a lot. I just wish this movie was about 20 minutes longer so that they could flush out some of these characters. There is literally a scene where one of the members of the Suicide Squad walks onto the airplane and just joins the group. I thought it was kind of silly. I thought we could have seen a backstory, and we do see a backstory of her toward the end of the movie, but we don't get to see one at the time. She just kind of walks onto the plane. The first act of this movie is phenomenal. I absolutely loved the first 20 minutes of the film. There's great character development of some of the main characters. We get to see a lot of Deadshot, we get to see a lot of Harley Quinn, we get to see a lot of the Joker, and there's even a few Batman cameos, which we've seen in the trailer. And there's a cameo by another member of the Justice League, and I'm not going to spoil who it is, but I almost screamed when I saw him. I was really excited to see it. There are some great performances all around. Margot Robbie steals the show as Harley Quinn. She is absolutely phenomenal. She was born to play Harley Quinn, in my opinion. Will Smith as Deadshot was great. Viola Davis was great. I think this cast is almost perfect for the Suicide Squad. Now, I just wanted to talk about Jared Leto's Joker for a second. I thought he was very good as the Joker. I'm not going to compare him to any past Jokers, because every live-action Joker, in my opinion, is great in their own way. Nicholson was great, Ledger was great, and I think Jared Leto was great. I don't think he's in the movie enough. I know Jared Leto said a lot of his scenes were cut, and that's kind of disappointing, because I thought he was really great. A lot of his scenes are actually action scenes, like we don't get to see him in a room talking a lot. I absolutely can't wait to see more of him in the future. I think he was great. I don't really want to judge him any further, but what we've seen of him, I absolutely loved, and I absolutely want to see more of him as the Joker. The villain in this movie is decent. I don't really have any complaints about the villain, because the villain isn't really the main focus of the movie. The main focus is the Suicide Squad. The villain is what it is. I had no complaints with it. I'm actually really excited for the future of DC movies. This kind of renewed my hope. Batman vs. Superman was pretty disappointing. Man of Steel was disappointing. I think this is the best movie in the DC universe so far, and I absolutely can't wait to see what happens in the future. I would love to see a sequel to the Suicide Squad, but I don't think they're going to do it. They have so many movies on the table as it is. I don't know if they're going to throw us a sequel to Suicide Squad in the future. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. But I'm really excited for Wonder Woman and Justice League, the solo Batman movie, The Flash. I'm really excited now for those movies. If I'm rating this movie on how fun it is, I'm going to give it an 8.5 out of 10. Since it does get messy toward the end, I'm going to give it a 7.5 out of 10. I really had fun with this movie. It does get messy, it does get choppy at times, but overall I like the movie. I'm not going to knock other people's opinions on this movie because film is very subjective. It's up to you whether you like the movie or not. Everybody has their own opinions, but I don't really understand the DC hate, but everybody has their own opinions. It is what it is. So that's my opinion on Suicide Squad. Let me know what you thought about in the comments. Please be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.